Hi, I'm Emily Redamozo. I am the creator of Sift, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to build your form, how to set your availability preferences and your automated emails, and I'm also going to, of course, teach you how to make that form live so that your customers can start filling it out and you can officially get started with Sift. So let's not waste any time and let's jump right in. Once you download the app and create your account, you're going to open up the app and this is what it's going to look like. The initial screen that you are brought to is going to be your inquiry list or your project list. Whenever you get a new inquiry, when someone submits a form, it's going to pop up here. Or once you have all of your list of accepted projects, this is where they're going to be. But that's not where we want to start. We want to start first things first by creating your form. So we're going to tap this button all the way over on the left-hand side, and that will bring you to the My Forms page. From there, we'll tap this big pink plus sign, and we're going to create a blank form. Let's add a title. I make custom cookies, so let's just make this a custom cookie form. I'm going to add a title. We can add a banner photo if you want. You could put whatever you want in there, and then we can also add a description. If you don't have a website or you don't have somewhere for people to get information about ordering from you, this might be a great place to do it. If you do have a website or somewhere else where people go through and read about your pricing and all of your policies and that kind of thing, you could make this short and sweet. So for time's sake, I'm going to make it short and sweet and just say thanks for your interest in ordering. I will get back to you after receiving your form as quickly as possible. And then I'm just going to click save. From there, you'll notice that there are already 3 questions that are in your form pre-built. So what is your full name, what is your email, and what is the due date? You cannot remove any of those 3 questions because the app needs the information from those questions to do a bunch of other cool stuff that I won't bore you with. But what you can do is adjust the wording of those questions. So for example, if I tap on due date and I don't like the way that is, I think it is too generic, I could say more specifically, what day would you like to pick your cookies up? So I could always change the wording of that to fit more with my business. I'm going to tap that check mark and now it's edited. Next up, I'm going to add some more specific questions, and these are all custom. These are all what I want to know up front from my customer. So to add a new question, I'm going to tap that pink plus button again, and I'm going to, let's add a contact number. What's your best contact number? I don't need to change anything there. I'm going to make it required. I like to add this one in case somebody doesn't check their email very often. It's just a good form of backup communication. So what's your best contact number? Maybe I'll add a short text question and I'll ask, how many cookies would you like? I'm going to make that one required. I need to know that. So I add that in there. Let's see, maybe I want to know, I'm going to give them a couple options and say, what flavor cookies would you like? And I only have a couple flavors, let's just say. So we'll do, maybe they want sugar cookies, or maybe they want almond flavor cookies, or maybe they want a chocolate cookie. So this type of question gives them the ability to select from the options I provide. So you can play around with all the different types of questions that there are preloaded into the app, and you can customize them and make them fit your needs however you would like. I'm not going to go through each and every question, but I just want to highlight some of the most used types of questions. So this single selection is a big one so that we can give our customers options. Just something that I will note about this question, you'll notice that there's these 3 little buttons on the side here. You've got the plus, the minus, and that little square with the mountain. The plus, of course, adds an option. The minus takes away one of your options. But this handy little square button will give you the ability to add a photo to that option. So maybe you don't have flavors, maybe you have a different pricing scale, right? And you have a basic, a detailed, and elaborate. You could then add a photo example of what a basic cookie would look like. You could have a photo of what a detailed cookie would look like, and you could have a photo of what an elaborate cookie would look like, or packaging options, or whatever you might need. But that's a great way to be able to add those photo examples so that people know what you're talking about. So we'll add that in there as a single selection question. Another one of my favorites is this photo upload question. So I could say, upload an inspiration photo. And we can add that. And that allows, when your customer fills out their form, allows them to put a photo of whatever they choose, something that they saw that they liked, an invitation, whatever that may be. So there are tons of different question types, question options. You can play around with them, but that just kind of gives you a general idea of how to build your form. So once you've got your questions put in your form and you're happy with it, you want to make sure you tap that create form, and then you'll see it pop right up. I didn't add a banner photo, but if you did add a banner photo, it would show up there. So now you've got this tile, and if you tap on that tile, it will reveal those 5 buttons for you. One quick thing, this little toggle at the bottom will change your form from active to inactive. So an active form can be filled out and submitted, an inactive form cannot. The nice thing is, if I have an active form and I accidentally tap this X, that will delete your form, but you can't delete a form until you deactivate it. So again, this is your delete button. If I want to really get rid of that form, I've got to deactivate it first. The edit button, self-explanatory. If you tap that edit button, it will take you to the screen we were just in. You can add questions, you can change the questions you already have in there, all that good stuff. You always want to make sure though, before exiting this screen, if you have made changes, that you save those changes. The copy button would copy your form. However, if you are using the free version of Sift, you are limited to one single form. So that one is a little bit irrelevant for the free version. So you'll see you'll get a pop-up there. The open button is super convenient because this is a quick, easy way for you to access your form in the way that your customers will see it, which is in a web browser. So if I tap that open, it will take me to my form link. And this is what, if my customers tap my link, this is what they would see. Importantly here, we've got this copy URL button. That button is what you will use to grab that link for that form and paste it anywhere or send it to people. And we'll go through that more in just a bit. So now that we have our form built, I want to walk you through a really great feature that's going to help you stop overbooking yourself. And that is this little dates button that you see on the right-hand side here. This dates button allows you to block off dates for when you are unavailable. So let's, for example, say I know for a fact that I am going away on vacation the 3rd week of April. What I'm going to do is tap block off dates, and I'm going to go over to April and say I'm on vacation from April 14th to the 20th. And I'm going to say vacation. That vacation, that note there is just for me. My customers don't see whatever you put in the notes section. I'm going to tap Save Dates. Now what that does is automatically sync with your form. So if we go back over to my form and look at this handy Open button, and I view what my customers view, if I come to this due date question, and then I jump over to April, you can see that all of April is grayed out. That means that somebody accessing my form looking to order from me can not select any of those dates because I am away. So that is a really convenient feature to kind of let your customers know your availability without them having to email you and you respond and all of that stuff. So that is preference number 1, which is your availability. The second set of preferences that you can set are in your settings. So you're going to tap this gear on the right side, and jump down to this automated email section here. So you've got 2 different automated emails. When a customer fills out your form, they will get an email sent automatically directly to their inbox that lets them know that the form was received and whatever other information you might want to tell them. Now, the email that they get, there is a standard one that's default in the app, but you can customize it. So if you go to this thank you inquiry, you can select it and then tap customize your email. This is what is already in place for this type of email to be sent out. If you want to add something else, you absolutely can. So you could maybe say, if you have questions, please send me an email at hello@emilyredamozo.com. One thing to keep in mind with these automated emails is that your customers, can't respond to them. Well, they can respond to them, but if they do, you won't receive them. So you might want to think about adding a little blurb about that in your thank you email, so that people know that if they respond to the automated email, the thank you email, you won't receive it. So I like to include my personal email address so that they know if there's really anything pressing, they can email me and get in contact with me there. So we'll save that one. The next automated email is this inquiry not accepted email. I'll show you exactly how the flow of Sift works, but for right now, what you need to know is you are going to have the option to quickly turn down an order by tapping a button which will send out an automated email to the customer, letting them know that you are unavailable. That automated email can be customized right here. So I'm going to select that inquiry was not accepted email and tap customize. And again, you can see what is already preloaded in the app, but you can customize it however you would like. So actually, you'll notice at the bottom here, if you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to send me an email at user email. That user email is going to come directly from what email you used when you created your account. If you don't want to use that email, you can remove that and you can fill that in with something else. But that is your inquiry not accepted email. So just 2 more preferences that really are there to help save you time in the long run and stop that constant back and forth email. Okay, we have our form created. We have our availability set. We customized our automated emails, and now we are ready to make our form go live. This is where this copy URL button is our BFF. We're going to copy that URL and we're going to paste that wherever our customers would order from us. So if you are a big Instagram person, we can come in here and maybe you want to edit your profile and add a link, and you can just then paste that link here and say, order here. Whoops. And then you'll be able, your customers will then be able to tap on your links. They can go right to your bio, click that button, and they'll be brought to your form that they can fill out and submit to you. You might want to send it in an email. You could go into Sift, copy that link, and then send it right in an email. You might want to, let's see, where else? You might want to add it to your website. Your website, you go, and the way I like to do it is add a button. So this is my personal website. I'm in the editor version here. What I like to do is tap button, add that button, and then I can add a link, and I would just paste that link right in here where the web address URL goes. I could also send it, like I said, directly in an email. If I get an email asking to place an order, I automatically redirect people right to my form. So I would say, to place an inquiry, you can fill out a form here, and you could just either copy and paste the link directly in there, or if you want to get fancy, you could add a link to the word here. So those are all just a couple of options that would be great to add your link to. So overall, Now you know how to set up your form. You know how to set your availability and block dates off. You also know how to customize those automated emails. In my next video, we are going to talk about how to actually use Sift. What does it look like when you've got those inquiries coming in? What are the other features? How do we message our customers? And we are going to go through it all. So check out that next video to see Sift in action.